Deputy General Secretary of the opposition NDC, Koku Anyidoho, has spent his second night in BNI custody after the police denied a bail application requested by his lawyers. He was arrested and charged with treason over accusations of declaring that there shall be a civilian coup d'etat in Ghana. Member of Mr. Anyidoho's legal team, Chris Akume, says the police attempted to access information on his phone that could incriminate him. He hinted that the police intends to keep him in custody during the Easter season. Let's get onto the phone lines now and get some more information from another team, a legal team, member of the legal team of Mr. Anyidoho, Mr. Kojoga Adawudu. For more on this, we also know that Mr. Anyidoho is expected in court today. My colleague Joseph Akablay is on standby with the latest. We'll be bringing you that shortly. And also, last night, we know that former President Mahama visited Mr. Anyidoho at the BNI headquarters where he's been kept. We've got a lot more information on this. You want to stay with us? We'll be back shortly. Don't go anywhere. Thank you so much for staying here on Joy News Desk with me, Bernice Abubedo. Let's head to the courts now. My colleague Joseph Akablay is on standby. Mr. Koku Anyidoho, who was picked up Tuesday for making comments the police describe as treasonable, is expected there. Hello, Joseph. What can you report?
Well, Bernice, what I can tell you for now is that I've checked the magistrate court. I've also checked at the law court complex, and Mr. Koku Anyidoho is yet to be brought over to the court. I've established contact with his lawyers, Victor Kojoga Adawudu. I engaged him just a short while ago, and he tells me that he's still at the CID headquarters trying to get access to his client and to understand whether he'll be granted bail at that level or whether they intend to take him over to court to remand him. The lawyer says, as far as they are concerned, the CID and the BNI for that matter have up until 12 p.m. because it was around 12 that they picked him up on Tuesday, which means that the 48 hours will elapse just around that time. So if there is any intention on their part to want to keep him beyond the 48 hours, and they need to go to either a high court or perhaps any court for that matter to get the court to remand him. So if that is not done, then they want their client to be released. So that is the information I'm picking up. So we are still based at the court complex. We are waiting closely, monitoring to see whether Mr. Koku Anyidoho will be brought here.
Thank you very much for the details. Joseph Akablay coming to us from the courts, giving us some indication there that Mr. Anyidoho is not around, hearing from his lawyers that he's still in BNI custody. You can see on your screens there former President Mahama's visit to Mr. Koku Anyidoho in BNI custody, together with former Chief of Staff Julius Deborah, the General Secretary of the NDC, Mr. Johnson Asiedin Ketia, and Madam Betty Moldi Drisu, who is head of the legal team of Mr. Anyidoho.